Feeling stuck in life motivation. I can tell you we have all been there when we feel like there's nowhere to go. We have no way of feeling good in our current situation, and we just feel that all is lost. So let's take a look at this article. I'm stuck. 7 steps to take when you're feeling stuck in life. And this is from the website thehack.org, written by a man named Colton Black. Life can throw us curveballs. Let me start that again. Life can throw curveballs your way and challenge you even when the best of conditions have manifested in your life. Whether you are a middle-aged working parent, deep dive into your retirement, or somewhere in between. There are times when we all find ourselves saying, I'm stuck. I have a strong familiarity with this feeling of low energy levels, a lack of motivation to the point where getting out of bed can be a struggle that you are fighting each morning prior to going to work. And look, I think this is an important issue to talk about because, I just think that there are those moments that we're doing the same thing each and every day, all the time, and we just don't have the gusto to really want to get out of bed and do the same thing over and over again, even though we should really be grateful for what we have in our life, what the people that are in our life. There's just, I think, just by human nature, a natural way of feeling like this. So that's why I wanted to bring it up, because I feel like that myself some days. So you can read more of the opening paragraphs there when you get a chance, but let's go to the tips. Number 1, embrace the feeling of being stuck. You've got to recognize that the idea of I'm stuck is a natural feeling that we all experience, whether in our work life, our relationships, or perhaps a scholarly pursuit or business endeavor. You have to allow yourself to realize that life is hard, and there will be days, weeks, or months when you don't feel like you have enough fuel in the tank to push onwards and upwards. So that's a really good point. You can read the rest there when you get a chance. Number 2, identify the source of your obstacles. Struggle is an obstacle that will never be fully gone, no matter where you find yourself in life. We all have to face adversity at some point. How you handle struggle, however, is going to be a key point in managing your emotions, temperament, and the overall outcome of your life as you try to regain your internal confidence and start breaking out of the mental chains that you found yourself in. We act like wind-up toys, repeatedly bumping into the same walls, never realizing there may be an open door just to the right or our left. Susan David, a psychologist at the Harvard Medical School, writes in her book, Emotional Agility, Get Unstuck, Embrace Change, and Thrive in Work and in Life. Essentially, what Susan is saying is that we often get stuck in a situation but continue the same approaches that get us stuck in the first place instead of searching for an alternative path forward. I think that's a really good point because doing something doesn't mean you're being productive. So you need to learn when to pivot and pivot at the right time to be able to move forward. So I like that point. You can read the rest of that. Let's go to number 3, reorganize your time. It can become all too easy to fall into a trap of negative routines or unhealthy habits that can contribute to that lull in your life where you just feel like doing much at all. In working to identify the root cause of being stuck, you should start evaluating how you utilize your time. Huge point. We talk about it on Spirit Lift quite a bit. So understand what you are doing with your time. And you can read the rest of that because I want to get through all the main points here. And then you can go and read them in more detail when you have a chance. Number 4, talk to yourself frankly. Don't you find it interesting that we often readily provide solid advice to a friend, family member, or coworker without much reservation or issue? But when it comes to our own decisions, we often feel paralyzed and unable to make a decisive move. I like to employ a strategy that I call talking to the mirror. Essentially, I try to step outside of my own internal monologue or perspective and give myself to the sort of advice I'm usually able to readily produce for a close friend or family member. I really love that point. You have to be honest and authentic with you before you are with anyone else. And the more you get to know yourself, the more you dive deeper into who you are, the better off your whole life will be and your relationships will be. So that's a great point. You can read the rest of that. Number 5, distract yourself a bit when necessary. I spend a lot of time in the creative areas of my mind, working hard to create original music for myself at home or even working on writing for my blog. It's a healthy release for me that allows me to step outside of my normal day-to-day operation and escape. If you are feeling stuck in a particular area of your life, try to step away from that area for a moment and refocus your attention on another area that gives life and energy. Very, very interesting. Number 6, turn that productivity up with an exclamation point. Next, try to find ways you can productively utilize your time when you feel stuck in another pursuit. Very good point. When I'm feeling trapped at work and unable to continue with the 40-hour work weeks, I try to come up with some productive ways to use my time outside work that give me something to look forward to. I love this point because we have to remember that we are not all machines. We need to have other things in our life that stimulate us, keep us excited, keep us going, keep us interested. So find that somehow in your life and learn more time management skills if necessary. You can read the rest of that point. Number 7, look back and look forward. The last words of encouragement that I'd like to leave you with is to remember that no change comes fast in life. I wish it were easy as saying 1, 2, 3, snap your fingers, and all of a sudden you feel like your best self. But like anything worth striving towards, breaking out of a funk in your internal perspective takes time, energy, and strong support group of friends or family. If you attempt to break out of your feeling of I'm stuck but seem to be failing after a short amount of time, don't give up. Keep working at it and keep trying to adopt a more positive attitude about your situation. Love that. Great last point there. And final thoughts. We all move at different paces through life, and in doing so, we will face struggles and moments where we want to throw in the towel. I can't emphasize enough that these moments are absolutely normal, and you are not alone in feeling this way. I hope that these steps help you consider your own behavior and make the necessary adjustments to live a more fulfilled life. Instead of feeling stuck, you will feel empowered to be the best you that you can be. So I think those are just some general, really good, quick insights that can be helpful to be motivated when you're stuck, when you're in a rut. And in the end, it's all up to you. Everything's always up to you. So it always helps as well to find a good, close-knit family or friend or person that you trust to really be an accountability partner and really kind of help push you forward a little bit and to get to the steps that you really want to and feel empowered, right? Sometimes we just need someone to help empower us just to get us into that what's the expression I want to use? That just, we know we want to get to a certain point or aspect or situation in our life, but sometimes it just takes that someone to help us just get the words launch us into that situation. So comment below. Are these tips helpful? Are there other tips you think that are good to help you in a situation where you may feel stuck or in a rut? Please comment below and share with everyone else. And we will see you in the next Spear Take. And take care, everyone.